In kindergarten, we were instructed to draw self-portraits. I guess mine was good, for my age of course, to a point where it afforded me some level of praise from my teachers and peers. Praise didn't come for free in the social economy of the 90s, and it may just be that praise that set me off to Europe, where the encyclopedias said artists live, and here today to meet another artist in Turku for this episode of Stitched With.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
How's the morning? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How's your day so far?
Good.
Yeah?
I have been a little bit painting.
Sure, nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Just to get in the flow, you know.
Very cool.
For context, Sonja and I met on a very early iteration of Stitched With in 2023. Set on a day where I opened my studio doors to photograph as many strangers that would show up, free of charge. I had no idea what to expect, but I managed to meet and photograph a total of 23 strangers that day. One of those strangers I am meeting again with today, and I can now consider a friend. Okay, Sonja, round 2 is the charm, hopefully. Would you like to introduce yourself and let us know why we're here today for the second time?
Yeah. Hello, my name is Sonja, and my artist name is Sonja Suleima. And yeah, I love to create stuff, so I paint abstract paintings and I draw these colorful illustrations and I turn them into art prints, and I also love to write, so I write poems as well. Yeah, we are here the second time because the audio in the first one wasn't so great, so
that's on me.
Yeah.
Take full responsibility. So you mentioned your poetry as well. Do you ever find? I mean, we're gonna largely focusing on your painting here today, but do you find that there's like a crossover between your poetry and your painting as well?
Well, yeah, I think sometimes. Usually they are separate things, and I get inspiration from separate things, I think. But with every painting I have a story behind those, and I have written poems about my paintings as well, so kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Do you find that you go into your painting with an idea first, or do you feel like the idea comes up sort of during painting or potentially after?
I usually start painting really intuitively. Okay, I have 2 types of ways that I'm starting to paint. Either it's fully intuitive, I just think about colors and go from there, or sometimes I have designed it beforehand and just go from there. Mm-hmm. But good colors are the things I start with.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are colors to you purely aesthetic, or do you feel like they're mood or emotional based, or
both? Yeah. It's funny. When I write poetry, those are pretty melancholy sometimes. Mm-hmm. But with paintings, I want to embody this joy. I pick colors that evoke joy, so bright. For example, orange and blue and pink, yellow. So, yeah.
I have a similar thing actually. I use different mediums for not different moods as a whole, but yeah, specifically things that I create that are more melancholy. Mm-hmm. Like music, if I write music, I find it very difficult to write happy music.
Yeah.
But then I can paint, for example, also a lot happier than I can write music. It's nice to have both avenues. Do you want to let people know a little bit how you got into painting? What your history with it is?
Well, I have been creating ever since I was a little girl, so all my life. In different ways and different techniques. But with the abstract painting stuff, I started it in 2019. I was just bored one day and I wanted to try it, and I fell in love with abstract painting.
Are you aware of your inspirations, or do you feel like it's just something that you followed your intuition on?
Well, on a daily basis, I get my inspiration from music and emotions and different shapes and color combinations, pretty much everything, nature. But ultimately, I think I get my inspiration from the life that I have lived and everything I have seen and touched and felt, and you know.
Without giving away any of your secrets, obviously, are you able to tell us a little bit about your like practical approach to painting?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like do stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. Like,
Of course.
I don't.
Is there an indicator to you when a painting would be done?
I just feel it. Yeah.
It's kind of the answer I expected from like an abstract painter.
Yeah.
But, I'm curious on a personal level, and I think a lot of people might be too. It's just like how do you know? But I think you give the answer that I think it's the right answer, that it's when you feel it.
Yeah. Well, I see my paintings as like this puzzle, and I really enjoy like symmetry. And like I said, I use like different shapes, and so it's like the last bits are like the last puzzle pieces, and then I just feel like, no, it's done.
Yeah. Totally fair. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it's not the focus here today, but I know you also dance. And last time we did have this interview, you had a great answer on whether those things cross over at all as well with the painting.
Well, I always listen to music when I paint and draw. Yeah, I sometimes dance with the music in between, like when I'm waiting the paint to dry or like something. So yeah, I merge those two together.
I love that. I love the thought of it, the sort of imagery of it, and as I said to you earlier, I do something similar myself. Like I can very easily start editing photos and somehow get inspired to play guitar. And, yeah, I think that's also very kind of like a behind the scenes of an artist's life and an artist's brain.
Yeah,
very relatable. I think what's important for people to understand is that you are a working artist and you actually have a website being launched so that you can sustain yourself as an artist, which is a very, very important thing.
Yeah.
So that our wonderful artists don't get trapped working jobs that they shouldn't be. Are you able to tell people a little bit about your website launch and what people can expect to find there?
Yeah, I'm actually launching my website or my web shop today. So that's really exciting. There will be 9 art prints that you can purchase at like first, but there will be like my paintings as well and other stuff I have designed.
It's very cool. I'm seeing off to the side here some of the prints, and they're very beautiful. I think people should know that in person, the quality, and again, it's something that you can only really understand when you can see a product. It's one thing to see it on the web store, but I've had the same experience with like printing my own photos.
Yeah.
You edit them on the computer, for example, and then later you see them actually printed out, and like I don't know, even just down to the feeling of the paper and everything. It's such a different experience to be able to have that art. And of course, put it on the wall. Yeah. Because looking at it in a tiny little square on Instagram or something like that just doesn't quite cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're also having you've had and having some exhibition stuff coming up. Was there something that you had locked in that maybe people can look forward to seeing your work in person also?
Well, yeah, I had my first art exhibition at the end of last year. That was at Veistämö Wine Bar here in Turku. I do have some things like planned for this year. Yeah, actually next week I'm gonna go to Studio Sula, which is here in Turku as well. So I'm gonna have my paintings and some prints there at the walls. So
nice. We'll keep people updated on that as well with stuff that comes up. Obviously, I encourage people to go and follow you on your socials and stay updated there. But of course, I'll do the same on my channel. So if anybody's curious where they can see your work, that would be very cool. I'd also like to, this is a very sort of maybe abstract question, but we have met previously. Yeah. Very briefly, I was busy. But we had a nice session where I was able to photograph a bunch of volunteers all in one day who came through, and we met there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't have all the time to have these conversations, but since we've talked a bit, and that's been lovely. And I'm curious to, what do you think makes you a person that would say yes to something like that back then? And then I think, was it 3 years later?
Yeah.
Just then also say yes to something like this again.
Yeah.
It's a difficult question, but
Yeah, but
it
like,
needs to be one.
yeah, as you said, like we met then. And yeah, I just really admire you as an artist and a photographer. And I just really loved the concept you had thought about. And yeah, I wanted to be part of this project. And yeah, I want to say yes to things. So, and I love like side quests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you for the kind words, first of all. But I'm also very, very grateful that you do say yes to things, in particular the things I'm doing, because this is pretty great.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful we met and get to talk. So.
Me too.
And finally, is there something that you would like people to know as an artist and as a working artist within Finland? Because, at least in my experience too, like there's always a bit of a mythos around art and being an artist, and I think in particular for maybe artists who are starting out or younger artists who, you know, it can be very hard to find information. Can be anything, but is there something you would like to share about? Maybe it's just your experience or even advice to somebody else?
I would like to encourage people to find like-minded people. I mean, we have social media and like so many outlets where you can find like people who do similar things. So yeah, that is one thing. Yeah, you just have to like believe in yourself and your creative work, and yeah.
Good advice. Finding a group of people is, I mean, that's a godsend if you can do it, because yeah, I mean, especially for even the more introverted artists and stuff, including myself. I think I stayed away from the social aspect of like the quote unquote art life or creative experiences, and I think I did myself a disservice for sure, like not being just surrounded and being in that environment. It's even, like, as I say, even as an introvert, if you can find the right people,
I think so too.
It can be huge. I mean, just 2 brains is better than 1, and 10 brains are definitely better than 1. So it's that's an important thing. But okay, again, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
I think we got better audio this time.
Yeah.
And I can't thank you enough. This has been great.
It has. Yeah. Thank you.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Seeing anyone sacrifice part of their comfort in pursuit of any goal, passion, or otherwise is infinitely admirable. Too often do I hear the words, well, I don't really have the space. In my experience, sacrifice and success are often conflated for good reason, and a good reason to believe in Sonja. Being brave enough to take the risk financially, using already limited comfort space to paint, and saying yes to projects like the photo shoot in 2022 and the one today. Add this to an honest and warm personality, and you're left with the kind of artist we should be supporting. You can find Sonja's work over on her website, and of course there is a link in the description below. Thank you again, Sonja, for having me in your home, for our conversations, and for being bold enough to share your work with the world. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Stitched With is a photo project free of charge for the participants and only continues to operate with your support. Until next time, peace.